The latest research has shown that human beings operate from two minds, a rational mind and emotional mind. Harmony between the two is the central point of emotional intelligence. That's where we are struggling to bring the balances. Emotional mind is the right part of the brain which shows basic emotions like anger, sadness, fear, lust, surprise, disgust, and so on. And that's where we say emotional brain analyzes emotional decisions such as who should marry, make friends, whom should I relate, who are my enemies, who are those whom I do not like, and so on and so forth. The first impulse of a situation arises in the heart, not in the head. In an emotional reaction, there is an extended appraisal of the situations. A rational mind is the left part of the brain that allows humans to plan, learn, remember. It allows you to use logic that you very often like to go through in order to take decisions. The brain is made up of 100 billion nerve cells, about the same as the number of trees in Amazon rainforest. Each cell is connected to 10,000 others, and the total number of connections in the brain is considered to be almost 1,000 trillion, and scientists in recent times are struggling to discover the neurological pathways and energy that connects through the emotions. It has been found by neuroscience that there are two major nervous systems that are largely significant: limbic system and automatic nervous system. Limbic system is the key area of our brain. But I'm not taking you to that journey of the logical science of limbic system. Emotions are generated all the time when we go through our experiences of human relations or task relations. Being aware of your emotions and using this awareness to guide your thoughts and behavior is a crucial part. We know our weaknesses, strength, and having a strong sense of identity and self-worth. Sensibility, therefore, or the sensing is the first stage, and that's where emotional awareness begins. The ability to recognize and understand one's emotion and their effects. And the second is self-appraisal, as to how do we interpret, how do we infer before we feel, and the ability to be aware of understanding, accepting, and respecting oneself. And before we express our feelings, a strong confidence in one's own self-worth and capability is visible and perceptible. The ability to express emotions and beliefs and thoughts would give a clear meaning as to what people think of you and how you are being taken at the shop floor when you are trying to help execute the output. In order to complete the executions, which may be small or large, your emotional coordinations, your understanding, empathy, and motivations of the group, of the team is very critical. Your own empathy and self-motivations is as critical as your ability to help others' emotional understanding and acceptance in a group or in a teamwork is critical.
With your life experience, it makes a lot of difference. Then body language, voice modulation, obviously if you're mechanical, you won't make that an impact. If you have a lot of voice modulation, it is going to be impactful. Okay.
The choice of the words is key factor, but the choice of the words will impact your thoughts, not only your feelings, and eventually your actions. And actions, feelings, and thoughts will constitute your behavior. And therefore, what you think where you work, its ambience, its locations, and everything around you is also key factor. You want to emotionally impact. You want to feel emotionally charged and energized. Your own ambience of the house, of the locations, and the place of work, everything matters a lot. And when we are becoming insensitive of the ambience where we work, the locations where we work, we find we are not impacting the emotions to our own benefit and to impact the rest of the people who are working with us. Encouraging children towards music, encouraging children towards the sports and play and the games, that builds the emotional sensitivity. Yet, the music creativity, painting, many others free time that they can have it to focus their energy would recharge and rejuvenate their emotional competence. Helping children to talk about empathy, dignity, respect, and many other softer values and emotional sensitivity would start sowing the competence in the childhood at the early age itself. And that's where we need to build the values and the dignity and the respect among the family members, among the children itself at the early age.